My name is Kristen. I'm 33 years old. I'm married to a wonderful man. My husband's name is Michael. And we don't have any children right now, but I do have a dog. It's a lab and boxer mix who's 3 years old, and his name is Knox. And his favorite thing to do is eat and swim and play. I'm a business owner. My company is called Living Joy, and I coach women who are unhappy and teach them how to break through to a life full of joy. I heard about the trip to Uganda from Judy Montgomery, who attends CTV, and I didn't really have any fears about going to Uganda. It was kind of a no-brainer for me to try to jump on board and go with the group, specifically because I want to travel, and I love, I really enjoy helping other people. So the decision to go wasn't really difficult for me. I think the only two fears that I really had in going was, one, the fear of, sharing the good news with a group of people in some other country, and the other fear was asking people for help financially in order to get there. I wasn't overly concerned about any physical risks or health risks. To be honest, I only got the minimum requirements for my vaccines, and I didn't even really give it much thought other than that about malaria or the bugs or kind of camping in a primitive environment. I didn't even really think about it. I'm not a member, or I wasn't a member of CTV, and I only knew one person out of all 16 people that were going on the trip. I figured I would get along fine with people, and they would probably get along with me. And in terms of not being a member of the church, I just figured I knew where I stood spiritually, and I felt comfortable going and just being a part of the group for a bigger cause rather than worrying if they were going to like me or accept me or anything like that. I had never been to Uganda or Africa before, and when I got off the plane, I can honestly say that I wasn't overly shocked at the difference. It wasn't really until the second or third day when we were on our way to Masana camps that I found myself shocked by the living conditions of the people in Africa, how they lived in just these huts with clay and brick, really. The most fulfilling part was the painting that we had done and building the mud house. I think one of the biggest challenges for me on the trip was when we went and did the actual outreach to the kids at the school, and we had gone and shared some Bible stories with them, and we were spending time with them and playing games with them. And after we had shared some of the Bible stories, the kids were given an opportunity to ask us some questions about what those Bible stories meant. And one of the questions that one of the kids had asked was, how do you know that God is present in your life? And I felt challenged by that question because I would have rather had them answer that question. I would have rather learned from the children, what is it, how do you know that God is present in your life? I feel like I could have learned more about that topic when the children answered. Coming back from Uganda and spending that time on the plane, I had plenty of time to think about the experience that I had just had and sort of what I was thinking before I left and how the trip had changed me. And before I went to Uganda, I definitely went because I wanted to see Africa, first of all, and also because I really felt like I had something to offer these people that were so much poorer than we are. What I discovered through being there and doing the hard manual labor as well as the outreach was that there's a lot that I don't know, and there's a lot that I don't have answers to. That I can do people a disservice if I feel like I need to have all of the answers, or if I feel like I have to be the one that helps them by exerting anything of my own will. And the way I can best be helpful is if I just get out of my own way, allow God to work through me, and that's really doing the best service for other people. God didn't necessarily choose me to go because I had something that was so wonderful that was going to help these people. God chose me to go because there was something He wanted to tell me. If you're given the opportunity or you're faced with the opportunity to go on a trip like that to Uganda or to any missions trip and you're not quite sure if you should go, I would just say take the leap of faith and ask for help financially if you need it, allow other people an opportunity to serve, and just go and see what God has in store for you.